and we had just won. We'd set a world record, too, obliterated the old record, really. The Stars and Stripes, the American men. Us. I had just been part of, had also just been witness to, the most amazing, thrilling, exciting, supercharged swimming race ever. An instant classic if ever there was one. One of the greatest moments in Olympic history. Even before the start of the race that morning, the atmosphere inside the water cube in Beijing, the swimming and diving venue at the 2008 Summer Games, was electric, the noise ferocious. This was the 400-meter freestyle relay. 4 guys on each team, each swims 2 laps of the pool. 8 lanes in the pool, 8 teams, but really only 3 that were likely to win. The Americans, the French, the Australians. I went first, Garrett Weber-Gale followed, Cullen Jones followed him, and then came Jason Lezak, our anchor. When Jason dove in, the French were slightly, ever so slightly, ahead. Halfway through his leg, Jason, who has for years been one of the truly outstanding sprinters in the entire world, one of the best freestyle relay swimmers ever, had fallen farther behind the French racer, Alain Bernard, who had come into the relay as the world record holder in the 100. With 30 meters to go, Jason was behind. With 20 to go, he was still behind. But he was charging. Now Jason was gaining. On the deck, we were going crazy, Garrett and I. Not that anyone could hear us. It was so loud inside the water cube that you couldn't hear yourself think. Not that anyone was thinking. We were wishing, hoping, praying, urging, shouting, screaming, yelling, "Come on, Jason, get that guy! Get him, get that guy, get him!" At the wall, Jason reached out his hand. We turned to look at the big board across the pool and... yes! Jason had done it. He had somehow done it. Jason had thrown down the fastest relay leg of all time. We needed every bit of that. We had won, the scoreboard said, by 0.08 of a second. The French were second, the Australians third. It was epic. Of course, I had won a gold medal, but this was about something way bigger than any personal accomplishment. We swam together, competed together, 4 as 1 together, as a team and as Americans. But that only begins to explain why I had no words. Of course, the relay gold kept alive my quest to chase 8 gold medals at a single Olympics. I understood that then even as I understand it now, as I will understand it always. But that was not why I had no words. The notion of 8 golds was always a means to an end. It was never about chasing fame or fortune or celebrity. Never. If I could win 8, could go 1 better than the great Mark Spitz and the 7 golds he won at the Munich Olympics in 1972, those 8 medals might do what nothing else could. They could help to make real my biggest dream, to elevate swimming's place in the American sports landscape, and to make it an every-year sport instead of a once-every-4-year sport. I never set out to be the second Mark Spitz. I only wanted to be the first Michael Phelps. I wanted to do something no one had ever done before. Baseball is great, basketball so cool, football so fine. I love the NFL, especially my Baltimore Ravens. But in other countries, particularly Australia, swimming has the same cachet that baseball, basketball, and football have in the United States, with packed houses and passionate fans. Why can't it be like that in the United States? It can. That's why, when Jason touched first, I had no words. A few days later, I found myself again without words after I swam my last race at the 2008 Summer Games, the 400-meter medley relay. We had done it. Another gold. I had won 8 gold medals. I let out another scream. I thanked my teammates, and a jumble of emotions washed over and around me. I felt gratitude and relief and joy, just sheer joy at the moment, at the culmination of a journey filled with twists and turns and ups and downs. I felt humbled, too. I felt profound humility at learning how I had become a source of inspiration for so many back home. Everyone who said,